Recently, I reached out to a large group of leaders in Seoul and asked them a simple question. In 10 words or less, what is the main quality of your leaders that makes them successful? What were their replies? Well, we'll get to that in a bit. What would your reply to that be? What is the main quality of a leader that makes them successful? And to take it one step further, what is the main quality you need in order to be successful in Seoul? I believe I have found an answer to that question that we'll uncover over the next few minutes. But first, when I first started working, I had a boss that took me under his wing and decided to mentor me into becoming a valuable employee. About 6 months on the job, he took me aside one day and told me basically this: Jordan, you're a good worker. You learn quickly and you get lots accomplished, but sometimes it's not your best work. Then he gave me a real valuable nugget of truth when he said, I need you to take your work to the next level. Remember, the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just a little extra. He then offered me an incentive that was basically this. Every time I did something that was more than just ordinary, he would let me use his work budget to buy myself personal development books. This started me down a path of studying and applying what I read to better myself. Now, Stephen Covey was a world-renowned businessman, speaker, and author. His book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, have sold over 30 million copies and has been translated into multiple languages. Stephen Covey had an experience he shared in the foreword of the book Multipliers that helped shape him into the leader he became. That experience took place when he was in his early 20s. He decided to go to England for an extended volunteer assignment. Covey went on to say, just 4.5 months after my arrival, the president of the organization came to me and said, I have a new assignment for you. I want you to travel around the country and train local leaders. Covey was shocked. Who was he to train leaders in their 50s and 60s? Some of these individuals had been leading twice as long as he had been alive. Sensing his doubt, the leader simply looked Covey in the eye and said, I have great confidence in you. You can do this. I will give you the materials to help you prepare to teach these leaders. Covey continued, it is hard to overstate the impact this leader had on me. By the time I returned home, I had begun to detect the work I wanted to devote my life to. In the book Multipliers by Liz Wiseman, she distinguishes between the leadership style of someone she considered to be a multiplier and those that would be considered a diminisher. She wanted to learn more about these two leadership styles, and I found some great insights in reading her book. Through her research, she found that a multiplier is able to tap into 1.97 times more capability than diminishers do. So basically 2 times more capability. They do this by not only accessing 100% of their people's current abilities, but they also stretch them to expand their current abilities. On the flip side of that, she found that a leader that would be called a diminisher accesses only half of the true brain power of their people. She goes on to explain 5 disciplines of a multiplier, and I feel they give great insight into what it takes to be a successful leader in Seoul as well. The first discipline is that a multiplier can attract and optimize talent. The diminisher is an empire builder. The multiplier is a talent magnet. Discipline number 2, create intensity that requires best thinking. The diminisher is a tyrant. The multiplier is a liberator. Discipline number 3, extend challenges. The diminisher is a know-it-all. The multiplier is a challenger. Discipline number 4, debate decisions. The diminisher is a decision maker. The multiplier is a debate maker. Discipline number 5, instill ownership and accountability. The diminisher is a micromanager. The multiplier is an investor. So going back to the original question then of what is the main quality of your leaders in Seoul that makes them successful, here are the answers I received back. The willingness to continuously do the work behind the scenes. They believe in what they do without hesitation, being teachable and being able to take direction, always leading with action and not just words. A leader matches effort, pushes just enough, and sets a standard. They're kind, caring hearts that are willing to embrace others, continue to educate themselves, and then share their knowledge. They pour their hearts into others and have a never-ending dedication to people. They are authentic, compassionate, driven, and willing to help us succeed and grow into leaders. They're devoted to others. They're diligent in everything, especially positivity. They have small, consistent sacrifices for self-development and follow through with actions. There's perseverance, trust, and community. Consistency. They love, use, and share soul. They're teachable, compassionate, hardworking, persistent, resilient, consistent, and willing to grow. And they have great love for others and a deep passion to help people create the quality of life they deserve. They have certainty in the product and in network marketing. They have true love and caring of people. And last but not least, they're driven by purpose, and passion is what brings success. I loved reading these answers and getting to have an inside glimpse into what is valued in our soul leaders. As I read these, a common word kept coming back to me: invest. Leaders understand the value of investing in themselves and in others. This can come at the sacrifice of what they think they want now for what they truly want later on. This is also the fifth discipline of a multiplier. Liz Wiseman goes on to say that an investor believes that people are smart and will figure things out and will allow them to learn from their consequences of their mistakes. How can we practice the discipline of being an investor in soul? Well, first, we need to invest the time in the beginning of our soul journey to understand the different business aspects of soul and the product aspects of soul as well. Through that, we can gain our own personal testimony that soul works, and we'll be able to share that with others. We then can invest in understanding the system our upline uses and helping others join the soul family. From there, we can invest in our organization by teaching them how to do it themselves. Remember, an investor who wants to multiply their individual's capabilities will allow someone to figure things out. A diminisher believes that people can't figure things out without them. Just like we learned by the mentor in Stephen Covey's life, we need to give them the materials they need to be successful and then embolden them by giving them our confidence as well. As leaders, we need to teach the correct principles so our organization can then learn to govern themselves. Duplication is without question the key to success in this industry. Second to that would be getting the full capability out of your team as you work together in the system you have. As a leader, who wouldn't want to get 2 times the capability out of someone, including ourselves? Now invest in yourself and in your team by practicing the disciplines that will help you become a multiplier. And let's put this to the test and see if this will help us on our journey as we become the best version of ourselves and help everyone around us to do the same. Keep sharing soul, you guys. Love you.